All right, so what's up, everybody? I'm trying something a little new here, a little different. I am going to be kind of just narrating my way through what is essentially my hobby, I guess, at this point. So a while back, I kind of realized that I kind of had a knack for using this program, so I kind of made it my mission to like get really good at using it, and that mission slowly ended up becoming a passion. So I guess I kind of just started really falling in love with the whole idea of becoming a map or level or environmental artist. And with that, I decided to just kind of hone in my skills using this very basic program. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything too crazy here, but I wanted to just kind of hone in on my, natural ability of, just making something that looks pretty nice. And I don't know, yeah, never know. And like I was thinking, I could probably get like a good computer someday, because right now I'm kind of doing this on like a shitty laptop. You can't see the frame rate, but it's not too great. But the plan is to get a good, decent computer to like really take this to the next level, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. And here I am, and maybe a lot of people, will find this interesting or satisfying to watch. So I decided to put it out there. So here we are. So I guess I'll just get into like what I'm basically doing here. I actually made an entire recording of this of me making the like what I'm building on right now, like this beach area and like the mountains in the background. I actually made an entire time lapse of that, but the recording got messed up, so I couldn't really even use it. So all that is kind of gone, but I basically stopped right about when I got everything kind of planned out. I kind of had a vision for this map. It was supposed to be like kind of like a military facility kind of thing going on, and it was supposed to be a sequel to my last map, which I guess I could try to put up some photos here so that you could see. Basically, your character ends up coming to this island through a boat, and you kind of see this in the distance, and you're supposed to go from there. So that's the starting area down there. You'll be coming in from the beach and just seeing the starting little town that I was kind of planning here, and it kind of progresses. I don't know, might be able to see it in the video. I'm kind of just commentating over what I was doing here, but you might be able to see it later in the video that I end up kind of going around, and you can see there's like a bridge that's supposed to go over. And I kind of just had this idea for like a map I would want somebody to use like vehicles in, because a lot of my other maps ended up just being like a lot of walking, and nobody really had the want to use a car. So I kind of like am training myself to refrain from putting too much detail everywhere, because I kind of want to urge players to like take a car and like get from A to B. So I'm trying to make like the POIs, or like the points of interest, a little bit more separated, so that you feel like, oh, let me just drive there. Which is kind of hard to do, because the maps on Far Cry 5's editor are not huge by any means. So and like the way I like to make the maps, it takes a lot of memory, and since I detail them a lot, I really can't make them too big, or else you know I'll run out of space and I won't be able to export it and post it, which is like what I enjoy doing the most. So, anyways, after basically everything is said and done, the first few minutes here, I've been just kind of correcting the textures, making them blend in a little better on the beach, and now I'm kind of just fixing up the roads that were kind of just put there as like a sketch, basically, to see where I would want them. And I'm kind of just evening out the terrain, making sure everything is kind of smooth, because I like to kind of just like plan a little bit ahead and make sure the POIs are where I want them to be, and make sure they look good from where most people are going to see them from coming forward. So when somebody drives up that little curve right there, it'd be nice if there was something to catch your interest. So that's where the idea to put a little lot came in. And once again, like if this was one of my older maps, I would have probably put an entire town down there. But I'm trying to kind of keep myself from putting too much detail because I want the map to feel a little bit sparse and make the points of interest the actual points of interest and not just like one big experience, which was my other stuff. Um, so yeah, there's not too much to talk about here. I'm kind of building this like checkpoint. Once again, like this whole the first like 100, no, that's actually a bit overestimation. The first like 20, no, not even. The first like 10 hours of building a map, which usually takes me about 150 on average. The first like 10 hours will be a lot of just kind of planning and nothing else. I don't really start detailing until I feel like the map is kind of where I want it to be, because I don't want to waste time and be like, oh damn, I have to, delete everything, and then it would just be a whole process. So here I am just I got this idea for like a dock town down here, and that's what this is. I was like, I wanted something to be on the beach, but I didn't want it to be too much like my other stuff where it was like there was no beach really. So I kind of wanted this to be more of like an actual beach that has sand, and like I was gonna end up adding later on, because I don't think I get to it here in this part, but later on I did want to start adding, like more residential stuff, because most of the stuff I put here is mostly like industrial, I guess, more like just like docks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put some more personality to the beach later on, but that's kind of the idea. Just a small little dock town right here that is mostly used for industrial purposes, because the whole map is supposed to be kind of like a facility of some sort. I'm honestly, even recording this, I'm not done with the map, so I don't really know exactly where I'm gonna go with it. But I do know that I want it to be something military related, so I don't want it to be too like lived in, like children are over here like bathing in the beach, but I do want it to have like personality, that people do go there for other reasons other than work. But yeah, so it sounds kind of dumb and a little bit like it's not that deep, but in order for me to like kind of put my vision to reality, I guess here, it's to like immerse myself in where the world is and what the world is doing and how it all connects together. I find that really important when I create, and especially plan out the levels, is that everything is kind of going and makes sense. I guess everything makes sense. Like I want this town to make sense, and I want what is connected to make sense, that people are actually using this and people live here and they do stuff here. So yeah, this Dogtown makes sense to me because it's like, that's what people in like an industrial type of setting would do. And there's boat houses here for the people who use their boats more, casually or whatever. And plenty of space to park your boat and anchor your boat. So that's all, ready for them. And damn, man, I don't know how people do this actually. My voice kind of hurts just sitting here recording this stuff. But I don't know, I thought this would be entertaining for like a few people. Like this is the type of stuff like you'd fall asleep to, I think. And hey man, if enough people like it and enough people find it satisfying to watch, then I'm down to keep doing it and see where it goes. So as you can see, it's starting to get a little better. The bones are starting to make sense here. You can kind of see I keep panning to this exact kind of like position because this is like the opening area, and I wanted to have like almost like a postcard kind of feel to it. So I try playing around with this little church in the middle here, but I think I end up ditching it for something else because it feels like, I don't know, like too much, and it felt kind of out of place eventually. So I ended up moving it, and I found this antenna tower that I was looking for earlier and never found it, to put up there. So you can kind of see what I'm trying to do here with like a military, and I think I'll get to it here. Yep. I ended up putting a bridge over there, and I want inside that mountain on the other side to be a kind of like a underground facility, because I never done that before and I kind of wanted to experiment, try something new. And it'll eventually open up to like a base over on the left side there where that radar tower is. So that's kind of the plan there. And for the next couple minutes, I kind of just sit here and try my best to make this bridge look actually normal, which was kind of hard to do, but I'm glad I put more detail in it, because I think if it was just left bare like that, I would not have dug it as much. So you can already see a type support like garbage, and I started looking because I knew something had to change here. Um, but this is actually where the whole idea for the map started. I was like, damn, it would be cool if you drove under a bridge. And so I played around with the terrain to make this the most plausible way I can, while also doing the gameplay stuff I was talking about, where I wanted people to drive. So mixing all that together, it kind of came out with this little setup. So here I am, just kind of straightening everything out, making sure everything's good, saving the map by accident. And you know, I'm always glad when it happens, because it happens to me a lot where I'll just save the game by accident. But if I didn't do that, I think I would have lost hours and hours on progress, because by no means is this game stable. But yeah, we kind of just wrap it up here. There's not really too much else to do for the day, so I kind of left it where it's at. As you can see, we made not a whole lot of progress compared to where we started, but we did a lot of, bone making, I guess you could say. And so for that, I think it's coming out pretty all right. Next episode, I think we're gonna dive into the rocks, because by far that's the most long and egregious process, and I think it honestly probably be satisfying to watch even. But yeah, that'll probably do it for this episode. I hope the very few people, whoever did watch this, enjoyed it and is looking forward to more, because as far as I can tell, I'm just about down to do this for the rest of the way until I finish the level completely. And considering this takes about 150 hours, there's plenty of content here to watch. And yeah, maybe I'll skip some parts of the process, but for the most part, we're probably gonna keep everything in there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe for more.